welcome back. So I am currently sitting in my car in the parking lot of Target. I was at home, I got all ready, wanted to make a cute little video for you guys, and then I was like, oh, it's 3:30 and I have not eaten. I had a cheese stick at 10 a.m. and that's it. And I am not one of those people that forgets to eat, but I don't know what happened today. I just forgot. So got some Chick-fil-A, and then I'm sitting outside of Target because I am going to go get some brownie mix because I don't need it. I am on my period, and I feel like I said that so weirdly because I feel like I say that every video, and I promise I'm not always on it. Not that you needed to know that. I am having bad cramps and I'm really craving chocolate, and if you are a female, I don't know why I said female, so weird, but you get it. So I'm gonna go get some of that, and then we're gonna go home and I'm going to give you guys a major life update. I know where I'm going and I know what's gonna happen, which is kind of crazy. At least I think I know what's gonna happen. I feel like I say that and God's like, haha, no. Anyways, I'm going to eat my Chick-fil-A, which I'm so excited about. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. That's a super healthy way to react to your fast food. I'm going to go into Target, get the brownie mix, and then let's head home and I will give you guys a full rundown of what's happening. Okay guys, so I'm back home, got my apron on, and I picked up 2 different brownie mixes, which was very extravagant. I did not need to do that, but I'm gonna try this one. It's a cookie brownie bar mix. Yes, I am definitely one of the girls that bakes like this. I am not a homemade kind of person. Well, not, these are homemade, but from scratch. I don't do that. So that's what we're gonna be making. Okay, so now we're gonna get the supplies. So guys, the last time I gave you guys an update on my life, it was basically that I had no idea what I was doing. So I will say things have changed kind of drastically since that last video. Biggest life update, I'm not moving to LA. In my last video, I told you guys that I was in talks with a company out in LA, and it was a company that I really had loved and I really wanted to work for, and I thought it was going to work out. Everything was seeming to go smoothly when we first started back in June. It's September. So if that just gives you guys a little bit of an insight of how long the process took with them, and it basically, without making this video, it would be 40 minutes long. It basically ended with me saying thanks but no thanks, because I basically was starting to feel, without going into too many details, I was starting to feel a little insulted by how long the process was taking and how they weren't answering my questions. And it was so crazy because when I first got my interview with this company, I really thought this feels right. This feels like this is it. It kind of just went all downhill from there, which is a weird feeling to have, to feel like something is so right and then it'd be so wrong. So wrong. Basically, I said thanks but no thanks, and they were weird about it, and then they rejected me, which I thought was hysterical after I basically was I'm rejecting you, and then they sent me this formal rejection letter, and I was at least we're on the same page. But so I was really bummed about it, and I was this is so frustrating. I've been, I feel like I've maybe wasted the last couple months. I didn't know. And yeah, so then I went on Indeed just to I was you know what, I'm gonna look them up and just see what people have said about them. Harmless, right? So harmless, right? Wrong. I found a horrible review of this company on Indeed by somebody that had just like left, I guess, for the position that I was interviewing for. And they wrote this on September 12th, and I sent my email to them like maybe September 8th or 9th. Guys, this email was this review on Indeed was seriously an answer from God. Basically, I felt like the review, I don't know how to say this. This is gonna sound really silly, and I don't mean it to be like God manifested or whatever. I do think though that this review was like an answer from God, because I felt really unsure about it, and I was like, did I make the right decision? Should I have just have been more patient? No. I have worked in insane work environments, mainly one where I literally cried every day on the way to work, and this sounded identical to that experience. And I get it. Some people, you know, they get let go, they have something negative happen with them, I get it, and then they leave a bad review. But this was crazy, because this review basically hinted at things that I was going through in the interview process with the people I was talking to. So like, those people were the problem, and I was the one dealing with them, and that is a big reason why this didn't work. So, long story short, I have applied for maybe 100 jobs, and that is not an exaggeration. I've lost count. So I kind of just stopped counting. I felt like that was a little bit depressing. I really started to get confused in the last couple of weeks, not even months, and I was like, okay, this is so confusing and unsettling, because for months I have felt like the Lord was leading me to California, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go all in, let's do this, I'm gonna apply for jobs, you know, and I used all the connections I could get, and I did everything I could, and nothing was working. And I started to really question my worth, and I was like, okay, is there something wrong with me? Like, you know, what is it that they're not even taking a look at me? Like, for jobs that I was like overqualified for, or definitely qualified for, I was like, what is going on? It's crazy, because in all of this, a company here in Fort Worth, where I am, don't really think it's smart for me to like give a lot of specifics about where I live, but I do currently live in Fort Worth. Basically, I stumbled upon them through like connections, and they are a really, really cool company, and I went and chatted with them, and they basically were like, if you're interested in us, we're interested in you. So it's an opportunity that I can't pass up, and I don't have the job yet. Let me clarify that. I don't have a job there, but I am interviewing with them and going to like have a portfolio review with them, and, you know, crossing my fingers that it works out, because this feels like a good step towards the right direction of where I want to go. Now I am going to pause because I need to actually do some baking. So I'm a dummy and I picked the wrong pan size. So now it's actually a good thing that I got 2 brownie mixes, because I'm basically just gonna make both, and this bowl is dirty and that's gross, and I'm going to just stack them on top of each other. I don't know if I'm gonna do the cookie dough one anymore. I might just make some regular brownies and save that for another video. I just realized I like fully licked that brownie bowl. No shame. I know, I'm like, do I have any on my face? I'm a lady. So, where was I? Yes. So, the company here, I am talking with them and it is very exciting. I basically have decided that California, if it's meant to be, it's not going to be such a fight. And some people might disagree with me. You're more than welcome to. However, this is my life, so I'm right.
However, this is my life, so I'm right.
That was so sassy, sorry. Yeah, it's just kind of nuts because I really expected my life to look totally different at this point. And, you know, sometimes I just feel like God is like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you think you're in charge? No. So, I am not gonna be living at home very much longer. After I kind of figure out what this situation is with this new possible, hopefully, job. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, guys. I think I'm just still trying to kind of like swallow this reality and be like, okay, this is good. Like, I really do think it's good. Like, I'm not just saying that, but I think when you have something in your head for so long that you think it's going to happen and then it doesn't happen when you want it to happen, then it kind of messes with you a little bit. And so I think that's kind of what's happening. I'm just really trying to remain positive, count my blessings. The fact that I even had that I can even move across the country is such a blessing, and that I could want that. So yeah, I don't know what's next. I do know for sure, and that's why I'm doing this life update, is that I am going to be in Texas for at least the next 6 months, year. I know that for sure. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think sometimes, I don't know, I think it's hard sometimes to be completely candid about this kind of stuff for me because I really so badly want to put on like a happy face, and like I said, I'm really working on that, but I'm not ready to give up on my dream of living in California, and I just think it's just not the right time, and that's totally fine. Being able to accept the fact that like just because it's not happening right now does not mean it's not going to happen, and you know, I think there's a reason I'm staying here. I don't know what it is yet, and maybe it's this job, maybe it's something else, I don't know, but I think this is going to be a really cool adventure. Who knows what's in store? I mean, I sure don't. Also, while I was at Target, I got M&Ms, and I thought, how fun to sprinkle some M&Ms in between, so we're going to do that. And I promise I'm going to get back to my life update. Just had to do a brief time out to keep baking. So the brownies are in, and I'm trying to think of anything else I would love to update you guys on. I had somebody ask me if I would talk about my dating life, and I literally laughed out loud in response because that does not exist. So don't have an update for you there. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've kind of jumped around, and I feel like I need to kind of land on what my final words are. But I just want to say that, you know, transition times are really hard, but I will say I've learned a lot, and I've realized that I am extremely blessed that I don't have to settle for a crappy, low-paying job, because I am really fortunate that I have parents who can help me during this time and help me save money and let me live in their home. Not everybody has that. I'm like super aware of that. So I just want to say thank you, Mom and Dad, for letting me stay here. I'm going to be out of your hair soon. I'm really excited about this new chapter. I really am. It may not seem like it, but I actually am. And like I said, it's totally different than anything I expected, but those times sometimes seem to be the best, where you learn a lot. So who knows? I'm going to clean up and then say my last few words and then eat these brownies, y'all. Maybe this is why I'm single. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna get sick if I keep eating this. one more. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Gotta let these suckers cool, cut them up. I'm gonna have one, and then I'm gonna put them up and give them to my dad to take to his office. I don't know why I feel always so accomplished after I bake something, even if it comes from a box. It's like, I could have messed it up, but I didn't. Even though the instructions are like easy enough for a 7-year-old to follow. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope my life update wasn't like super sporadic or whatever. I'm living in Texas, guys, so I will say one more thing that I'm excited about is I went to school in Dallas, and so I'm actually really excited to get to go to football games at my alma mater and hang out with friends that I haven't seen since college. So there is always a positive way to look at a situation. I'm choosing to be positive and not focus too much on the negative or what is not happening right now. So, hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into these brownies. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!